Alright guys, so today we're going to be testing survival items from Amazon. I'm saying survival items, they're not really survival items, they're I guess more of like camping items that you would put in a survival kit perhaps. I have 4 items, we're going to test them all out. First item, obviously this box tells you nothing, but it's made by Exomex, however you say that. I've wanted one of these for a long time, and I've just, for whatever reason, I never pulled the trigger on it. There's actually 4 of them, or is that 5? 5 of them. And some of you, I'm sure, know exactly what it is just by looking at it. And it looks like a miniature flask, but it is what I think they call them a endless match, I think is what like the technical term for it is. But basically what it is it's just like a piece of metal that has a wick in the middle of it, and then it has, I forget what this in the middle is called, flint maybe, whatever it is, and then you strike it on the side, and it's supposed to light it up, and then you can dunk it back in here and you fill this with lighter fluid, and then it's supposed to just be literally just like an endless match. So I have some lighter fluid. I guess you just fill it up to the top. Oh, that's full. That is 100% full. I need some paper towels. And of course, this doesn't surprise me at all. This is right on brand for me. I don't have a paper towel, but I do have a sock. So a sock will work. It seems to be the story of my life. If this works the way that I think it's supposed to work, oh, that's gonna overflow. Then I might get like a really high quality one, because these were absolutely not high quality. They were only like, I think $10 for 5 of them. So I'm curious to see how they work. I mean, that wick looks like it's absorbed a lot of it. Maybe not. Maybe let's screw it back in here and let's kind of let it soak. Maybe shake it up a little bit. Shake it up a little more. I can hear it sloshed around in there. Maybe it just takes a minute for that wick to absorb some of the lighter fluid. Now let's try. Come on, man. I mean, that's a good spark. Why isn't that working, like at all? How long does it take to soak it up? Why don't we do this? I'm going to, maybe because since they're only like $10 for like 5 of them, maybe they're not all that good. Well, obviously they're not that high quality, but maybe not all of them are gonna work. So I'm gonna fill up 2 more, and then I'll let them all soak, and then we'll come back and see what happens. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna be very upset, because this is a crucial part of the next thing that we're gonna test. All right, shake them all up. I can hear it sloshed around in all of them. I'm gonna let them sit maybe 5-10 minutes, then we'll try. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes or so. Give this another shot. I'm gonna be so disappointed if this doesn't work. Okay, the wick is literally soaking in lighter fluid. Sparks. Come on. Really? Come on. Ooh, there we go. Okay, I mean, it took 4 or 5 times, but it's working. Come on, is it gonna burn out? Really? Now is it? Let's dip it back into the lighter fluid. It looks like the wick just like burned away. Come on. Okay, it worked again. Now that's more like it. That's what I would expect. Now the idea here is you light it like that, and then you can light whatever, and then come on. Seems to be a little bit finicky. And every time I'm striking it, I'm throwing lighter fluid all over the table. Probably from where I overfilled it. So maybe that was the problem. Maybe it just wasn't soaked up all the way. Okay, there we go. So it works. So you guys get the principle of it. It's a reservoir with lighter fluid, and it has a match that you can just keep reusing and reusing, presumably as long as the lighter fluid is full, and as long as you don't burn the wick out too much. Although these are very cheap and obviously very finicky. You get the idea. I would really like to see this be far more reliable, even though obviously you get what you pay for. So I actually think that I'll probably be getting a higher quality one, just because I do like the idea, and it has an O-ring, so I would assume that you could just fill this up with lighter fluid and just like put it in a survival kit or whatever, and it should be good for almost forever, I would assume, as long as the lighter fluid doesn't leak out. So this is a very cool idea. I really actually like this one. So let's move on to our next item. And I didn't even know that anything like this existed until I started like looking up the stuff for this video. But our next item is Pyro Putty. And I guess this is specifically the winter blend, which I didn't even know that there was different blends until 30 seconds ago whenever I was reading inside of the box. But it's basically just supposed to be like a fire starting putty, and it literally just on the top says, just light it up. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna open it up and we're just gonna light it up. I don't know if I should have that on my hands. Let's put some gloves on. You ever tried to put a glove on in a garage that's like 110 degrees? Yeah, me neither until just now. So let's figure out. Oh, it's like, it's got like fibers in it. That's strange. Okay, so let's just take a little bit. I'm assuming you would just kind of like make a clump out of it. Let me use this. Let's use this brick as kind of like a. Come on, let's just do it this way. Use this brick as kind of like, say we're trying to start a fire here. Just put that there. It smells. It actually has a really good smell to it. I don't know what that is, but it smells kind of fruity. Now let's see. It's real oily. Let's see if we can use our match to light this up. I'm curious to see how flammable it is, I guess. Like, is it going to be extremely flammable, or is it just going to kind of like smolder, or... That worked so well. After I got my fingers all oily, this thing just kind of slipped right out of my hand. It's just, come on. Oh, let's see if we can light this with, okay. So let's just pretend like we got our match lit, and then we go to like this. Come on. Really? Why did that not light? Is it not that flammable? Really? Okay, for one, I'm pretty sure if you have this to light this with, you're not going to use this to start a fire. So why does that not light normally? Let me get just a regular match. So I could not find my regular matches. No idea where they ran off to. So we're just gonna use the Zippo Typhoon matches from whatever video I used these in. All right, come on. Really? I don't think the universe wants this video to happen. Kind of cheated, but you guys get the point. Let's see if we can light this up. I mean, it lit, but like, not really. Okay, so now it's lit. Oh, now I gotta put this out. Oh God, what am I supposed to do with this? Okay, so it is lit and it's burning. I don't think that it would have lit with a regular match, which I wish I could find a match to prove that point. Oh, and it's really smoky too. I don't like this stuff. This stuff is really just not what I thought it would be. Once it's lit, of course, it lights easy. But that first, after it's lit, that doesn't matter. The first light is what's important. And as you guys saw, the first light, even holding a blowtorch on it for a few seconds, it still had trouble lighting. So this Pyro Putty, I don't like this stuff. This is no good. I would not put this in a survival bag. I wouldn't even put this in a camping bag. Yeah, this stuff, no good. Update, I did find the matches. So now we can test and see how much of a disappointment this stuff really is. Because I feel like the stormproof matches were kind of an unfair